Hello again. It's the chicken boat stitcher here again with my whip parade part 2. Okay, this is still really scary, but still just as exciting as well though. Before I get to the whips and everything, I just want to say a huge thank you for the wonderful welcome to Flosstube. I can't believe how many people have come to see my first video, and people have even been subscribing to the channel, and God, and so many really thoughtful, kind, and just such wonderful comments. Like, they made me just so happy. And I tell you what, guys, I've had a really good week. Like, really good week. Just wanted to tell you guys, like, I have been hiding away from the world for a long time, like a really long time, because people just felt too scary, just like, well, it just felt too scary, and the more anxious I got, and I suffered from like depression and whatnot, the harder it got to go out. Of course, the COVID time didn't help at all. Even though, well, I mean, it was Stitcher's dream time, really. I mean, it's like the introvert's absolute dream, you know? You get to be at home and just do the stuff you always do. So, but yes, especially in the last 12 months, I was feeling like increasingly down and really struggled to get out of the house. And after filming and publishing my first episode, this last week was the first time in a really long time I felt like maybe I don't actually need to hide anymore. That I should get out there a little bit more. That has been a really good feeling. But yeah, immediately after publishing my video, good things started to happen. Like, it has been so strange. I don't know what's going on. I said to my husband, look, I think universe is rewarding me for overcoming my anxiety a bit and finally doing something that I find really scary but really want to do. And okay, you're gonna like this because this was like a stitchy good thing. I think we all have many unicorn charts, kits, whatever that we're after. I managed to find 3 of my unicorn dimensions kits. Well, 2 were sun-kissed ones, but no, no, oh, no, not sun-kissed one. I've been drinking too many sun-kissed cans, I think. No, sunset kids, but still the same dimensions, and a couple of them were really good price as well. Like, cheap, I couldn't believe it. So those have started now arriving. I really need to have a kid parade. I can't wait to have a kid parade. And yeah, there's been lots of other things as well, that things have just been going right, and yeah, I'm really happy about that. But yep, I think it's time to get to the whips. I still have plenty with this video as well. I was just collecting some and oh, so many whips. And after the first video, I have so been wanting to work on absolutely all of them. Because all my whips, like, I was just so falling in love with them again as I was showing them, and stitching has been fun. But, yep, I got a big pile of them here. I think I'm going to start with the newest start, which I started like half an hour ago while the phone was charging. I was actually wondering whether to even show it this time, because of course the start is pathetic, but part 1 was already full of pathetic starts, so why not? What? So the kit is another RTO kit. You know I love RTO kits. And it is so me because it is rainy and full of melancholy. Oh, there we go. I love this kit. It is just so me. I so love rain. I love rainy days. I love melancholy. It's like it's sad and happy. It's like all at once. The name has been marked as Sky in the Plashes, but I imagine they missed the S, so Sky in the Splashes. It looks like it's stitched on like light blue here, but to my surprise, the fabric is actually grey. So it's grey 14 count Aida, and yeah, there's my very tiny stud for one of the splashes in the middle of the pattern. And also, I feel like even the color of the splashes looked a bit blue, but they're actually purple. Well, at least the start. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to end up looking like. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll like it no matter what. And of course I've started another new one. Very excited to show this because it's just so cute. Whee! Meow. It is a kitty cat. And on a sparkly fabric. Because it just had to be. So I've stitched the eyes and the scarf. Trying to be a bit more methodical stitcher this time. Of course it's not going to work for everything, but you know, thought I'd give it a go a little bit. That's where I started, you know, doing a little bit of all sorts of colors, and that's my usual, all over the place, a little bit here, a little bit there. And I better also put a picture of it here. This one is called Chamomiles and Cat, or Chamomile Cat. And it is by Etsy shop called Cross Stitch Pictorial. I think it's Victoria Bakonova whose shop it is. And there are so many really, really fun patterns there. I have bought quite a few of them. And I especially love her cat patterns because they're just so fun. But I grabbed also one that I finished last year, and this is even FFO'd one, so already framed. I really loved stitching this one. Just made me just so happy. I love this bear and the bunnies and of course all the birds and just the whole winter scene, trees, and there's even a fox there. Still makes me really happy when I see this. So definitely go take a look at that shop because It is wonderful. All right. I have a few whips here that have been on the naughty step or on a timeout, because just didn't feel like stitching them at some point, and just put them away for a while so that I don't just keep seeing them among the whips and just feel bad for not stitching them or whatever. So here's the first one. Not much of a start there, but it is a Santa. Put a picture there. Of course, I can't remember at all what this one is called, so I'll just write the name there at the bottom of the screen. I think this was just a little bit overwhelming for me at the time, but I think it needs to get back to the mix now. And the next one is a kid. I'm sure it's obvious now that I do really like kids. I love kids because, you know, everything comes already with it and don't have to worry about anything. So it is a Riolis kit. It's a dandelions. Let's see, does it give a glare this way? No, it's fine. I don't actually know why this one ended up in the, like, on timeout, because I don't mind stitching that. Here's the little start. Ooh, it actually looks nice. And I really like the Rustico fabrics. I love stitching on them because just about every color looks so great on them. Or on it. This one is stitched on the, what is that Riolis thread? Like wool acrylic. And I just want to say to anybody who buys a Riolis kit and for the first time and gets that thread, you know, please don't be scared of it or intimidated by it or anything. It is just as nice to stitch with as other threads. It is just different. Because it doesn't lay the same way as DMC does, because it's a bit puffier and bouncier. So it's a little bit like getting a culture shock, you know. It just looks different. So that's all you have to get used to. Because the end result will be just stunning. It really does. They always look great. Like, I've done a few of them already, and they're just as beautiful as anything stitched with DMC. Just have to be a bit gosh, why am I so struggling with words at the moment? Like a bit sturdier hand when stitching. So you pull it a bit tighter at all times, but of course without pulling the fabric with it. But that's pretty much it. Like, it's just as fun, honestly, I promise. Hey, then I have two kits that are in the same series, not with the Riolis, but the other. This one is by Zolotie Ruchki. I can't remember what it means. I know one of these is dawn and one is dusk, but I can't remember which one is which. Can't remember the words. Here's the first one. Let's see. There we go. And it is stitched on, I think, 18 count red Ada, which is probably why it's been on a timeout, because, sorry, trying to figure out which direction it goes. Here we go. But yeah, probably the reason why it's been on a timeout. That's what I've done. Because that sun is so big, like, you know, I got so bored stitching it. But I still really, really like that image. So this one needs to go back. I think everything needs to go back to in the whip boxes. So there's again the picture. Yeah, now I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I need to stitch that. And no bag shown yet because these timeout ones have been sitting just in Ziploc bags, which is fine. Okay, this is the second one with the cricket sitting there. Gosh, it's so pretty. Those flowers are amazing. I'm not stitching this. And here is the cricket and some of the sun. The cricket looks so fun. I mean, I've done most of that sun now, so it's like it's just fun stuff left after that. Yeah, no more time out for that. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, there's a good reason why this one is on a timeout. Okay, the kit looks like this. And yes, that's chickens. Chickens, berries, fruit. This is an anchor kit called Fruit Orchard. So obviously anchor thread, and I'm pretty sure it was a 14 count Ada. Ivory, or I think there's no cream Ada, I think. So this is what I've done. Oh, those chickens look so fun. Chickens just make you smile, right? But this part, oh, the pattern has been a huge pain. It is a hand-drawn pattern. Oh boy, oh dear, like so hard to read. Let me see if I can. Do I have it somewhere here? Because I've been working on copies. Nope, that's not it. Okay, found it. No, I didn't. Never mind. If I find a picture of it, I mean, surely I have to have it somewhere. I hope I have it somewhere because I'll definitely not finish this if I don't have the pattern anymore. Never mind. Okay. Then I have another Riolis one. This one I got, I took part in a event. It was a summer stitching marathon on Instagram, and it was by Riolis. And I think it went on for was it like a month or 2 months? Might have been 2 months. You started stitching whatever Riolis kit you had, and once a week would need to post your progress picture on your Instagram. That was it. If you made it to the end, you got a goodie bag from Riolis, which was just really fun. So they sent me this big cushion kit. I mean, that is full on. That is definitely full coverage, full of color. Probably not something that I would buy, like if I just saw it, but I do actually like it though. Like I love those little houses and the trees and just really pretty colors. This one is done on a 10 count Ada. Again with the woolen and acrylic yarn. 28 colors. This one is done with, I think, 3 strands. And I find it a little bit of a struggle to keep the threads tight enough, you know, so that the crosses look nice. But I still I've done some of it. But that's why I stopped. Let's see. Here we go. I think this is the correct way. Yeah, because here's some of the houses. Oh boy, this part has been so full on. I find it just hard to figure out like which path to select when stitching, like when filling these. Like, do I go this way, this way, this way, or this way, this way, this way? So I end up just always wondering about it. That's pretty much why it ended up on timeout. But I think I need to get this one back to, I think I might concentrate on stitching some of this bottom where stuff is happening. Leave some of that till later. Yeah. Gosh, that's nice too. Who would have thought? I'm so liking my whips. And this is what the threads look like. Yes, there's a lot of them. Oh dear. Okay, one more timeout one. And a bag. Another one of my little bee bags, smaller in size. Whee! Okay, let's see. So, here is what I've stitched of this one. Okay, and I'll put the picture right there. So the problem with this one is that I found this pattern once online, like a few years ago. No idea where. And then found it on my computer. It was marked as a freebie pattern, and it has a chicken, so of course I go for it. Then I started stitching it, then realized that it is a dodgy pattern. It is from a kit, and from my favorite kit maker, RTO. So I have found it hard to then stitch it after finding that out, because I really do want to support the kit makers, and you know, especially the one I like the most. I think what I'm going to do is keep stitching this, but I'm going to buy the actual kit, and maybe they give that as a giveaway at some point, because then that would make me feel a lot better about it. And yeah, I got to a nice start, so I really would like to get back to this and keep stitching. And it's a chicken, it needs to be worked on. It doesn't like just sitting there on the side. But yeah, I want to stitch it. Okay, here's this wonderful bird fabric. Another bag made for me by the Basic Llama. I sent her actually a bunch of fabrics, and so she made quite a nice pile of bags for me. This one is another one of those those kits that I started when I started all of them. Another by Valerie Pfeiffer. And the birds. I love the color of the berries. Well, it's called Berry Time. Oh, it's so pretty. Like, I don't understand why it's taking so long for me to stitch this one. Because usually once I get started with these Valerie's birds, I just like go crazy. Let's see if this one needs to... That's it. That's all that I've done. I last worked on the berries. But at least it's a nice start. Like, it won't be too bad to stitch once I just get into it. How often do we say that? Okay. Let's see, what do we have next? Oh, hey, it's time for another pathetic start. Woohoo! This was my January new kit start for the Kitten Caboodle sale. I was not feeling it at all. I mean, I like the kit, but it just wasn't happening. Yep, another Realist one because I do like them. I told you I like Russian ones. Oh, that is just so pretty. I love the berries. The Realist ones don't have names usually for the kits. There's just a number. So 1550. This one is stitched on, it says 14 count flaxen Ada. Again, the woolen and acrylic yarn, 23 colors. And it comes with those wooden hangers as well for the top and the bottom. Oh, it's just, some of this, you know, I just feel embarrassed. I don't know which way this is. Doesn't really matter, does it? Look at me. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, let's just move on. Before moving on, one essential thing I forgot to say last. I was so all over the place when filming. I think I have forgotten a lot of things. And to tell you the truth, I can't remember many things that I said in the last video because it was like just a whirlwind. But I told you that I'm Finnish. But I didn't tell that I have lived in Australia for quite a few years already. So that kind of should make more sense why I like stitching Australian animals. and whatnot. So all my family, they are still in Finland. So it's just me and my wonderful husband and our 2 cats here. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's go for this one. A gorgeous winter bag. Another one from Simply Narelle because she makes lovely bags, great fabrics. I really like this one. This one has, I remember that this one has another kit, which is from my stitchy bestie, Raven, who lives in New Zealand. Here we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I think he's really cute. This is a Luca S kit called Denny. very easy on the skill level. It's 2 out of 5. And I still haven't finished it. It's on 16 count Ada and 22 colors. Yeah, I never used to look at how many colors things have, and then I started watching somebody's Flosstube, and they said, "Oh, it's the colors," and I was like, "Wow, why don't I ever look at the colors?" Here's the start. Let's see, which way should I look? There we go. Oh, he looks fun. My friend Amanda was like, "Why doesn't he have his other antler? He only has one." But, well, just didn't get around to it yet. He'll get it in time. He does look cute. Yet another one that needs some loving. Like they all do. They all need loving. And I also haven't shown my t-shirt this time yet. Yes, it's the Unizebras flying around with the lovely clouds and starry sky. At least they have wings, so they're more close to birds. Okay, go on here for the random one in the pretty bird bag. This one is from Cooler Designs. And it is called Make a Nest. I obviously have a soft spot for berries as well. But there is a bird. And a really pretty bird at that, because I have already stitched that. There it is. That bird is so beautiful. But the reason I stopped stitching this one, I'm struggling with the colors of the berries. Like, the strawberries are a little bit oddly colored for me as well, but I don't mind them. But with these ones, the black is maybe a bit too much. So I'm thinking of frogging just the black bits and maybe using just a darker blue instead. That I think I might like it more. I mean, I like that cover picture though, so I don't know. I think I will do that anyway, because it just doesn't seem quite right to me, and you don't want to stitch it when it doesn't feel quite right. And I got this lovely bag. I like this one because it always makes me think of wallpaper on one of the episodes of Hercule Poirot. I love watching Poirot. I love just in general, English detective series. So, there we go. Just a random fact. Here we have, it's Mr. Wilbur by Teresa Kogut. He is amazing. I think this is something that everyone should stitch. Like, every stitcher should just, like, it should be like a must stitch. Oh, he makes me laugh. Here we go. Yeah, I got one ear and half the head. But doesn't already that look great? Like, the colors are so lovely, and I don't know, I just love even just seeing his one eye there so far. No idea what the fabric is at the moment. Maybe it's the Stormy Sky or something like that. I'll figure it out. But yeah, he looks good. Always makes me happy if I see on Instagram that somebody stitched it. Oh, and I'm not going to do the black frame, because I don't think it needs it. When it'll be framed anyway, and yeah, it'll look just fine without it. I feel like while I'm showing these whips, I'm trying to think, what else was I going to say? I can't remember. Oh, quite a few of you mentioned my cookbooks. I think I'll have to maybe just tell something about those at some point. But let's just say that I have a lot of cookbooks. I have over 600 of them. I suck at cooking. I don't dare to try a lot of recipes because of my anxiety, massive fear of failure. What if it won't be good enough? What if I mess up? What if this and then the other? I mean, it's always the million what ifs. I'm much more likely to try baking recipes, but even they have to be sort of a bit on the simpler side because I don't dare to try those bit more difficult ones either. So there we go. Okay, back to whips. I think this bag has a couple of whips, so what am I pulling out a thread there? Oh yeah, this is a start from this year. I think I started in January. Eat your greens. I think it's by Leslie Ter. No, Lucy Heaton. It's by Lucy Heaton from Cross Stitcher magazine, June 2015. Very small start. And this one as well. Oh yeah, of course it's in the middle. So I have to open it. Yes. That's it. That's all I managed to do so far. What a fantastic start. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, 2 more whips. I'll take them both out. Okay, the first one is... Oh, goodness me. I'm sure I saw a picture of it somewhere here. Oh, there we go. Is this one? They're all glare this time. This is by Told in a Garden. But what is it called? It's called My Quilt. And I'm stitching it on Sage Even Weave, 28 count. Because the pattern actually said to do it either on the, like a beige color or sage. And for some reason I have plenty of the Sage Even Weave, so I thought, well, why not? So this is what I've done so far. The lady quilting. There we go. And the last one here is Floral Lamb by, oh, this is from Smart Cross Stitch, which is a Russian shop, I believe. And I don't think it's open at the moment. So I don't know if this can be bought on my bobbin. But I think for Russian designs at the moment, it's always worth checking if they haven't. But as you can see, it is pretty much nothing but specialty stitches. So why on earth did I get it? Like really, I like easy stitching, not crazy stitching. So I have done all the cross stitches. Oh, that sheep is so cute though. And I've tried one of the specialty stitches. I think, I do think that this will be fun to stitch. I just need to take my time. Maggie, Maggie. Sorry, she's scratching herself there. Yeah, it will be fun to stitch. Just really just need to take my time. Because the great thing is that the pen comes with good instructions for all the different stitches. Like this is the one I've been doing. So they are step by step, which certainly helps a lot. Here we go with the next one. Another big bag. And another kit. Okay, why are you not coming out? Oh, it's stuck to the vinyl. Okay, it is another Luca S kit. I love pears, so when I saw this, had to get it. And the name of it is the Dodge. Is it Dodge or Dow? Pear. Dauch. As in. This is on 18 count Ada. Probably one reason why I haven't worked on this enough. And 33 colors. Does it really have 33 colors? Gosh. Skill level 4 out of 5. And on the lovely Rustico fabric. And there we go. That's what I've done now, by now. Plenty still left. I guess it's like once you get the actual pears done, you know, then the rest will just go really quickly. Okay, use it there. Okay, this one, my first drawn thread pattern. It is the Texas Bluebonnet. This one I really wanted to stitch because my friend sent me some of the Bluebonnet seeds and I got to grow them and they are just so beautiful, such gorgeous color. So when I saw this pen, I just had to get it. And this is the first time I'm stitching with silks. Like, I've been avoiding them because they are so expensive. And I thought, well, did they really make much of a difference? I'm still a bit on the fence. Yeah, they're nice to stitch with though. Oh goodness me, I even have a needle minder here. I don't usually leave them on. There we go. This is one of the December starts, yeah. When I went crazy and just started 20 new projects. Very nice. What I would like to do once I finish that is frame it together with a picture or two of the bluebonnets that I grew. And I think that would be lovely. Oh my gosh, there were so many whips. Okay, the next whip I think is my oldest one of the whips. And I just worked on this yesterday because each month this year, my friend Amanda, I cross stitch Angel on Instagram, and I pick one of each other's whips that that the other one needs to work on for 1 hour that month. And I keep picking mean ones, meaning the ones she doesn't want to work on, but they need love, so she picked my oldest one this month, which is a chicken and a cute one. So it is by Stitching Land. I think it's just called Flowers and Hen. I'm stitching it on Navy Ada that I told you guys last time that I really like. There we go, there's my start. So I had done like the first quarter. And yesterday I did my 1 hour 1 hour stitching, and I did this half of the flower. So nice that, because I hate stitching to the left. I just so don't like it. I avoid it, and that's why some of my whips just keep waiting for more loving. So now that I've gone a bit this way, it'll be easier to start working on the other parts. So that's great. Okay, here we have a nice honey bag. This was one of the subscription bags. It was actually the first one I got when I joined the signed up the subscription. And it's another Cooler Designs. It's Gathering Honey by Sandy Orton. I think it's magnificent. So many details, and oh, I love the bees and the plants and everything. So this was a December start, so get ready for a very little start, very small start. There we go, started right in the middle, the beehive. And for once, hand-dyed fabric. This is from the Stitch Shop here in Melbourne. Love going there sometimes to have a look at what fabrics she has been dyeing and grabbing a few. So finally got to use one. What do we have next? Yes, yet another one with the same fabric, but you know, what do you do? It's a pretty fabric. Oh no, this is stuck. Darn thing. Need to figure out how to remove those marks off the vinyl then. Here is a Doreen Jones whip. I mean, surely we all must, you know, love her patterns, right? They are so colourful and wonderful and full of backstitch. Because backstitching is wonderful. Okay, this is the pen. Plant a garden. Oh, it's so pretty, so colourful. But with the pitiful start, here we go. Woohoo! Oh, haven't gone far. Oh boy. Another subscription bag. Oh, how pretty are these colours. Oh, so cute. Can't remember what. Oh yeah, yep. Okay, this was my September start for Kid and Caboodle sale. Well, back to Dimensions. It is the Scenic Farm. Started this at the same time with a few other ladies. I love it. It's just wintry, nice, and kind of looks like nice and barren. I love the little sheep. This one is stitched on 18 count Ada. Yes, which not happiness at all. Easy to get pattern still. Yep, that's what I got done. Got a bit fed up because I stitched this a couple of times because I kept making mistakes and not enough threads, and did it yeah, because it's half stitches. I did it cross stitches first. I got so fed up, just haven't wanted to take it out since. I think it was also like crazy amount of strands for the half stitches, and this is very radical, but I made a decision that on any dimensions kit, I'm not going to use more than 3 strands. That's it. Any more than 3 strands and my happiness disappears. I value my happiness. My stitching happiness is very important. So that's it. Oh, one of my favorite bags. Whee! Black cockatoos. This fabric is so beautiful. I think Narelle might still have one of these in the shop. I'm not sure if it's gone yet or not. Oh, it's so amazing. I've actually held a black cockatoo at Hillsville Sanctuary, which is a zoo with Australian animals. I think it's like a zoo and sanctuary. And oh, the black cockatoo is so beautiful. There is the black cockatoo. And the other cockatoos. These white ones with the yellow, you see these flying around all the time. They're always eating somewhere in the grass or sitting in a tree or something. Still blows my mind every time I see wild cockatoos. It's like, you know, wow, they're actually wild. Like, all I've ever seen is them as it was pets, and I think I started this one when I started all the kits as well. Just trying to figure out which way this is. Here we go. Not a big start, but I have an eye. It's nice. I need to work on that. And of course it was birds. Whee! Chicken bag. I love this fabric. Makes me so happy. And in this one, I have hands-on design. Fresh Eggs Farm. Well, I mean, how could I not get this? Chickens. And black fabric. I still don't mind black fabric at all. I think I started this last year. I think it goes this way. That's where I've gone. It's always so hard to take pictures of black. Oh, looks much better down back here. But I just love stitching on black because the colors look so amazing on it. Need to stitch more of this one as well. But better keep moving because otherwise I'll never get to show all these whips. Because I'm already looking forward to doing just like regular Flosstube episodes, so that I'm not showing like a million projects other than the kit parade. I mean, okay, not million. I mean, I think maybe I'll have like 40 something, so it's not too bad. This one, I need to put the picture right there. This is by my favorite designer. Except that I always keep forgetting her name, which is really strange. I'll put her name up here as well. This one you can get from my bobbin. It's called Bird and Mistletoe. If it's by some other name there, I'll let you know. I feel like I started this forever ago, and I really don't know why I haven't worked on this, because it has a bird. It's by my favorite designer. It's absolutely beautiful, but I don't know. It has just stayed there and there. So just recently I took it out, like last month, and I did this end of the ribbon. No, well, it's not end, but, well, whatever. And this end and the half stitches. So at least got it moving a little bit, which made me happy. It is stunning. You know, and something different maybe to stitch for Christmas. Like if you're not into just doing Santas and all that, and maybe don't want anything too colorful, but still there's obviously Christmas. You know, I think that's so beautiful. Like just grays, white, red. There you go. I can recommend. Okay, here we go. Another winter one in a gorgeous bag. This one was the first one of my December starts. I'll have to put a picture there. It is by Jardin Privé. And here, well, might as well show it like that. There's the start. I think it's on Belfast linen. Not sure. I really like this start. I like this. It's the grid, so I might stitch the whole grid thing ready. So then I just need to fill in the pictures. I think that would be so great. It would really feel really inviting, like to get back to it. Gosh, these are never ending. Back to bees. I noticed that on Instagram there's a challenge at the moment, like just for stitching some famous houses. Well, I don't think this is a famous house, but I was thinking of maybe taking part with this whip, because it is like an Australian house, like a heritage. It's even called a sample of something. Town Terrace Sampler. And it is an anchor kit. Such a weird color house, that one. I like stitching this because the fabric is great, you know, like older Ada. They're so sturdy but soft. I've actually done a fair bit of this one already. I did all those letters, except that I had to frog just a little mistake there, so I'll have to do that again. I did the border, which makes me happy. It's nice when it's all like contained, so you know that this is it. I think I've done all of this flower. So this side will have the same fence, like there, and then it's a whole lot of building. Gosh, I'm happy I've done the roof. And I love that tree there. Probably a gum tree. Gum tree? Eucalyptus? Don't ask me about my knowledge of Aussie trees. It's not that awesome. Okay, let's go for this one. I love this bag. I don't celebrate Halloween, but I do like stitching some Halloweeny patterns, but for me, they don't have like that Halloween meaning. If that makes sense, like if it has a pumpkin, I mean, I'm just stitching a pumpkin. It's not a Halloween pumpkin for me. That's kind of how I look at it. This one is from Just Cross Stitch from the Halloween edition 2020. How gorgeous is that? I could not resist this. The problem I have with this one is though that all the black on the cat has actually been stitched with black. And I'm still wondering, do I stitch it with black or not? Or just leave it not stitched, because I mean the fabric is black. But I'm going to stitch all the other colors first and then decide. There we go. I've stitched the whole pumpkin and I love the way it looks. I really love the colors of the leaves as well. The greens are so pretty. Yeah, it shows pretty alright. So I've started the cat. But I always find it a little bit harder when it's stitching like that like here when it ends up being a bit like stripes. Don't quite know which direction to go. So I might go to the left side and start going like all the way up and then just keep going like that. I think that's how we'll manage it the best. Oh boy, the pile of whips here is... I hope it won't fall. Here is another December start. I sure have a lot of December starts. There isn't like a good straight on picture of this one. This pen is from the Creative Poppy website by Gera. And that's the one I'm gonna stitch with the warthogs. Well, that's the same one, but yeah, you can't quite see it. I do want to do the bird as well because it's really pretty and it's a bird. Don't really need to say anything else. It's a little start. Very cute. It is even weave. I think 32 count. Azure maybe was the name. Don't know my fabrics well. This one, I was so excited to start it, like so excited to start it. But the pattern is extremely overwhelming. But let's have a look. Oh my goodness, it's so me, this one. Bothy threads, curious hen. It's just phenomenal looking chicky. I still love him so much, love her so much. It has that spotty fabric. And that's it. That's the start I managed to do, but haven't done anything to it since. And it has been a couple of years at least. Why I struggle is that the pen is black and white because I prefer the colored ones. Nowadays, I love the Russians do colored ones. It's fabulous. This one has black and white. And when looking at the pen, it's like everything just looks the same because the size of the symbols, they all just are the same. So it's really hard to see what path you'll take with your stitches. And when that happens, I just end up picking something else to work on. But oh boy, I do want to finish that. I really do. Chicken bag. God, I don't even know why chickens make me so happy. I mean, I'm scared of like live chickens. You know, I'd be just so terrified to hold one. This one actually does have a chicken whip in it. It is by an Australian brand, Country Threads. And the name of the pattern is Sweeping Plains. It's really, really pretty. Oh, and those chickens are just so great. This one doesn't have a huge start, but enough that I would happily continue it. Twirl this fabric a bit. There we go. So, is that the start of the chicken yet? No, we have no chickens yet. I thought that this looked like, you know, somehow it would be a chicken, but I don't think it is. So I've been just doing the sweeping planes. Gosh, it looks nicer than I remembered. Oh, chickens! And it's another whip kit that I'm struggling with, and it's another Realist one. Absolutely gorgeous. I really, really, really like this picture. It is also done with the, oh, is it? Oh no, this one is done with DMC, I think. No, Anchor. Anchor thread, 14 colored Ada. That's where I'm at. I love these. I think these flowers are just so beautiful. And those little chickies. I didn't realize I'd done all that bit as well there. Oh, that's great. So the difficult thing with this one is the pattern. Yeah. This one only does have a colored pattern, but very, very overwhelming for me. So when I bring it out, I can stitch it for a while, and then I start getting overwhelmed and anxious. So probably should bring it out at least once a month, even just for an hour, you know, just to do any little progress on it. All right, this fabric again. In the part one, I showed a similar kit. It's by Crystal Art, a Ukrainian company, and this one is called Summer Dream. The other cushion had a black cat, so here's a white one and different flowers. This one I worked on last year as well for the 30 minutes a day. There is so much white to fill. So I did the flower and all of the cat. I think I'll take this one to the retreat, so when I don't feel like counting or anything, I can just do white, 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 and more white. Oh, very cute. Okay, we got, I think, 5 left now. of this little bag. Wonder if this one has two. No, it doesn't. It has one. This one is a Biscornu one. It's by Fabi Riley. And it's Wisteria Biscornu. It's amazing. Wow. Let's put it there. But not much of a start. And yet another one that I need to get back to. There's such pretty colors to stitch with. So let's bring out this one then, because it's another Fabi Riley one, a Biscornu. But this one is Buttercup. I love buttercups. This one I started in December. So nice. And of course it has even smaller start. But we don't care about that. Because it still has a bit of yellow there, so a bit of colour. I'd say it's a good place to continue from. Oh. Come on out, the rest of you. Oh boy, I found some more here. Gosh. I thought this would be way shorter than the last video, and no, it's not. Is the next one? Every time I see this, I'm thinking Debbie from... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is her name? On Flosstube. Oh, I'll write it on the screen. I love this. So by Nature's Window, and it's called Honey Bears. It's another kit on, like, at least rustico-like fabric. And that's where I'm at. The whole tree is backstitched. Woohoo! So that's fun. Otherwise, it's a lot of brown. It's just a lot of brown. You'll have a bit of yellow for the honey, you know, to cheer me up. And keep me stitched. Nice red bag. And we come to the most pathetic of all starts. This is... It's the tree. What is a Tree of Magic? I'm sure many of you have seen that one. Tree of Magic by Barbara, who is fantastic. And this one you can only get from Nitka Moscow. So unfortunately, because it's in Russia, can't get it at the moment. I was so excited to get this one. Bought one from my Stitchy Bestie Raven as well. This was my New Year's start. Was it a year or 2 years ago? Oh, pathetic. I was so waiting. I was waiting for, you know, midnight so I can start it, and yeah, that's it. I went to bed. Haven't taken it out since. So, Raven started hers yesterday, and she's already way ahead. It happens. Doesn't matter. Okay, 3 more. 3 more. Lemon bag. I like lemons too. It's another Barbara. Another one that has been seen a lot, but of course I do not remember what the name is. So, oh, Dreaming Girl Sal from Creative Poppy. didn't get too far with this one yet. I think I got a bit overwhelmed because there were so many different girl patterns coming out, and I saw this so much on Instagram, and so I think soon I might want to start stitching it more. I love this so much, these boats and the clouds and the stars. I think that it's just super beautiful. And the blue fabric is amazing. Yeah, this needs to be worked on. Is it the last one yet? No. There we go. The bee bag with a bee project. I also like bee projects. Is it just everything needs to have wings? There we go. Save the bees by Lala Studio. I mean, you know, I don't do Quakers a lot, so it's rather rare that I have one. And here's what I've done. So just a flower. I mean, you can see here the holes. I did some of the black, but I did it with 2 strands, and I just wasn't quite sure if I liked it. Like, I would like more coverage than that. So I took it out. I'm gonna go at it with 3 strands and we'll see. And now, finally, the last whip. Oh no, I do have one more after this, sorry. Got excited a bit too quickly, a bit too early there. Here's a pattern by Pedal Pusher. Love her patterns. She's really, really great designer. So that's Barbie Tingley. And this one is While Away the Hours. Sorry, not a great picture, but you can definitely see the fabulous bee there. And the flowers. Did I start this in December? Yes, I did. I started this one in December as well. And that's what I've done. Oh, the fabric really doesn't show correctly. How far do I need to? Okay, now it's starting to look right. The bee is so lovely. Definitely keen to. The fabric is called Bush Tea. It is by an Australian fabric dyer called Jace X Stitch. Yeah, their fabrics are really pretty color. And now let's go for the last one, which is in a bag that my wonderful friend Sherry from Texas made for me. I love it so much. And we're finishing with a Dimensions Sunset Mountain Trail. Am I sure I didn't show this last time? I don't think so. This one really got me buying Dimensions kits because I saw this and I absolutely fell in love. Of course, I started it as soon as I got it then, a year ago. Progress is not great. I think it's this way. That's it. But I have made it to the bears because the bears are here. Oh, really not much. Need to stitch this more. This fabric is nicer than most Dimensions ones. Keep saying Dimensions and Dimensions. Yeah, because it's thinner and softer. But the patterns always are a little bit overwhelming. Just, I don't know why it's sometimes so hard to give certain whips like the time they need, because that's the only thing like stopping me. They just need some more time than others. Others are really quick to stitch and some, yeah, need to take it slower. Oh boy, there's videos This video is just as long as the first one. I can't believe it. I thought I had lot less whips to show, but maybe I have been talking more. Thank you so much again to everyone, and thank you so much for watching. And it has made me so happy that many of you really like the whips that I have, and wasn't sure how like what everyone would think. So that's good. Okay, time to go. Time to start getting this video edited and then published again. And next time it'll be either a kid parade, because I might just want to continue with these parades, or it might be my first like actual regular Flosstube episode, just with progress and haul and whatnot. If there is any haul, I mean, I don't know. Okay. Bye everyone.